Hi, I'm Allred. Welcome to Inspired by Pinterest, where I browse around Pinterest looking for awesome crafty ideas from all over the world and bring them to life each week here on an episode on my craft channel. As you can see, I'm kind of in a spring mood and I kind of am stuck on little birdies. So I was going to do a whole episode on cute spring decorating ideas and I got a little distracted and had a lot of fun with birds in general on Pinterest. Did you know? Felt birds, fabric birds. In fact, the cutest one most of these you can find in my spring Pinterest board, but the cutest one is these darling 3-chick felts that I made this from. She gives a great pattern, and as always, if you go to my blog, allreddesign.net, I link to any pins I reference here on the show, as well as you can go to my Pinterest boards. But I love this cute gal. She did step-by-step instructions along with her pattern, and I just adjusted the size of the pattern to get 3 different sizes of little felt birds. And you know, it's a great little project to do while you're sitting in front of the TV. My all-time favorite pattern, aside from that one, was these cute little guys. And I love that I hand stitched these I had to use a sewing machine. And these are from lavendersbluedesigns.com. And I just loved how cute these are and how you could just use your scrap fabric for it. And I'm going to show you a little step-by-step here in a minute with those. So, and I just love the way those turned out. So other cute ideas. Now, I actually saw this image online. It's an ad. I can't find a source for it, but I want to show you how cute this is. They're metal birds that look like fabric on pedestals. And I just thought, how cute are these going to be when I take them up a notch and put them on a cute little pedestal? So another really fun idea to do with these little felt birds, aside from sprinkling them throughout your decorating, would be this cute Birdmobile, where she used branches, and she does step-by-step along with a pattern as well, and that's at jenwoodhouse.com. And then, of course, since I was in the birdie mood, I thought nests, and there are a lot of pins out there on how to build your own little nest for, you know, your decorating. The ones that totally struck me are these really adorable felt ones with the little felted robin eggs in them. There's no source. I hunted and hunted. I really do try and only show things that I can find a source for. Sadly, these were so cute, I had to show them anyway. And then I loved from the artbarblog.com these DIY bird nests where they use just cut up magazines and glue to create them. But just let me talk a little bit about the birds that I did fall in love with. Now, there are so many out there you can pull patterns from. All of these are from a bird post or a pin. They give you the patterns. I found I liked printing them on cardstock, and then I would just cut them out and trace onto the fabric. This is that cute Birdmobile one. And I mean, the instructions are usually pretty simple. This one was from some Russian website, and it's this cute little chunky bird that I absolutely love. Now, this one took me some time to figure out. It's this pattern that looks kind of like weird clover right here. And of course, it was just one of those images that you see on Pinterest where there's like 10 images, and then I went and pulled the pattern off of it. And I just thought it was so cute, but I had to stitch him 2 or 3 times before I figured out how he went together. So just be aware of some of them you do have to work with. Now, this one is my cute birds that I love here. It is from Rebecca Thongham, and she gives a template. These are for personal use, obviously. So this is at 100%, and I love just on my Canon, I just changed the image size to get my 75%, my 50%. And I've cut out, the ones I've done here, I believe are full size, and then I've cut out some at 75%. So what you're going to do is basically just cut out the bottom of the body, and then 2 pieces for the sides of the body, and then 2 wings. And you can do felt. I mix felt all the time with the fabric. The next step is you're going to stitch the wings right onto the body, just like this. Super simple with a fun slip stitch on both of them. Put them together, and then the next step for that is you're going to run a stitch along the top with it together. So once you have it like that, so it's all stitched together, we're going to get creative. And this is at this point is where you do right sides together, and you're going to stitch along this side for the body, and trust me, it works well. It works really good. For you non-sewers, don't be intimidated. I promise. I'm going to teach this at an upcoming retreat, and I promise it's not as hard as it looks. You're going to run a stitch down this side, excuse me, and then turn it over and put these 2 sides together and run another stitch, and the tail will be open. That's where you'll stuff it and turn it right side out and then stuff it. And then I just did a slip stitch to hide the stitching. So that I did by hand. So you're just going to need, when you do these projects, is of course your patterns, some fun fabric or felt. I found I liked felted wool better because it's not, doesn't pull apart like the cheap stuff you buy at the craft store most of the time. Some pins, some needles, some of your favorite DMC floss so that you can do the fun stitching. If you're going to do these birds, I did hand stitch, just a slip stitch, that fun, I don't even know if it's called a slip stitch. I apologize to you sewers out there if I'm saying it wrong. It's the one I do on felt, and the one I did along the wings here, so you can see the fun stitch right here. So super easy. These are so addictive. Pretty soon you're going to have spring birds all over your display in your homes, on the shelves, just surprise your family. Just keep adding them. So I love that I could pull out all of my fun favorite fabric scraps and create something just really quick. So hopefully I've inspired you. Be sure to check out my blog, allreddesign.net, for other ideas. And I'll link to all the patterns that I really liked on my blog. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week here on my craft channel.